Melachim Beit, or 2 Kings, chapter 14. In the second year of Joash, son of Joahaz, sovereign of Israel, Amaziah, son of Joash, sovereign of Yehuda, began to reign. He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Jehoaddan of Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the eyes of Yehovah, but not like his father David. He did according to all his father Joash did. However, the high places were not taken away. The people still slaughtered and burned incense on the high places. And it came to be, as soon as the reign was strengthened in his hand, that he struck his servants who had stricken his father the sovereign. But he did not put to death the children of the strikers, according to what is written in the book of the Torah of Moshe, in which Yehovah commanded, saying, Fathers are not put to death for the children, and children are not put to death for the fathers, but each one is put to death for his own sin. He struck Edom in the valley of Salt, 10,000, and took Selah in battle, and called its name Yokthael to this day. Amaziah then sent messengers to Jehoash, son of Jehoahaz, son of Jehu, sovereign of Israel, saying, Come, let us look each other in the face. And Jehoash, sovereign of Israel, sent to Amaziah, sovereign of Yehuda, saying, The thistle that was in Lebanon sent to the cedar that was in Lebanon, saying, Give your daughter to my son as wife. And a wild beast that was in Lebanon passed by and trampled the thistle. You have certainly stricken Edom, and your heart has lifted you up. Be esteemed and stay in your house. But why do you stir up yourself to evil, that you should fall, you and Yehuda with you? But Amaziah did not listen. So Jehoash, sovereign of Israel, went up, and he and Amaziah, sovereign of Yehuda, faced one another at Beth Shemesh, which belongs to Yehuda. And Yehuda was smitten before Israel, and they each fled to his tent. And Jehoash, sovereign of Israel, caught Amaziah, sovereign of Yehuda, son of Jehoash, son of Ahaziah, at Beth Shemesh. And they came to Jerusalem, and he broke through the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim to the corner gate, 400 cubits, and took all the gold and silver and all the objects that were found in the house of Yehovah and in the treasuries of the sovereign's house and hostages, and returned to Shomeron. And the rest of the acts of Jehoash, which he did, and his might, and how he fought with Amaziah, sovereign of Yehuda, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Israel? So Jehoash slept with his fathers and was buried in Shomeron with the sovereigns of Israel. And Jeroboam, his son, reigned in his place. And Amaziah, son of Joash, sovereign of Yehuda, lived 15 years after the death of Jehoash, son of Jehoahaz, sovereign of Israel. And the rest of the acts of Amaziah, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehuda? And they made a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish. And they sent after him to Lachish and killed him there, and brought him on horses, and he was buried at Jerusalem with his fathers in the city of David. And all the people of Yehuda took Azariah, who was 16 years old, and set him up to reign instead of his father Amaziah. He built Eilath and restored it to Yehuda after the sovereign slept with his fathers. In the 15th year of Amaziah, son of Joash, the sovereign of Yehuda, Jeroboam, son of Joash, the sovereign of Israel, began to reign in Shomeron and reigned 41 years. And he did evil in the eyes of Yehovah. He did not turn away from all the sins of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. He restored the border of Israel from the entrance of Hamath to the sea of Arabah, according to the word of Yehovah, Elohim of Israel, which he had spoken through his servant Yonah, son of Amittai, the prophet, who was from Gath Hephner. For Yehovah saw that the affliction of Israel was very bitter, and there was no one, neither shut up nor left at large, to help Israel. And Yehovah had not said that he would blot out the name of Israel from under the heavens, but saved them by the hand of Jeroboam, son of Joash. And the rest of the acts of Jeroboam and all that he did, and his might, and how he fought, and how he recovered Damasek and Hamath for Yehuda in Israel, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Israel? So Jeroboam slept with his fathers, the sovereigns of Israel, and Zechariah, his son, reigned in his place. And Debir Hayamim Bet, or 2 Chronicles chapter 25. Amaziah was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. And the name of his mother was Jehoaddan of Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the eyes of Yehovah, but not with a perfect heart. And it came to be upon his strong control of the reign that he killed his servants who struck his father the sovereign, but he did not put their children to death, but did as it is written in the Torah of the book of Moshe, where Yehovah commanded, saying, Fathers are not to put to death for their children, and children are not put to death for their fathers, but each one has to die for his own sin. And Amaziah gathered Yehuda and set over them commanders of thousands and commanders of hundreds, according to the fathers' houses, for all Yehuda and Benjamin. And he registered them from 20 years old and above, and found them to be 300,000 choice men going out to the army, handling spear and shield. And he hired 100,000 mighty brave ones from Israel for 100 talents of silver. But a man of Elohim came to him, saying, O sovereign, do not let the army of Israel go with you, for Yehovah is not with Israel, with all the children of Ephraim. But if you are going to do it, be strong in battle, else Elohim would make you fall before the enemy, for Elohim has power to help and to overthrow. And Amaziah said to the man of Elohim, But what do we do about the 100 talents which I've given to the army of Israel? And the man of Elohim answered, Yehovah has more to give you than this. So Amaziah dismissed the army that had come to him from Ephraim to go back home. And they were greatly enraged against Yehuda, and they returned home in a rage. And Amaziah strengthened himself and led his people and went to the valley of Salt and struck 10,000 of the sons of Seir. And the sons of Yehuda took captive another 10,000 alive, and they brought them to the top of the rock and threw them down from the top of the rock, and all of them were dashed to pieces. And the soldiers of the army which Amaziah had sent back from going with him to battle, they raided the cities of Yehuda from Shomeron to Beth Horon, and struck 3,000 in them, and took much spoil. And it came to be, after Amaziah came from striking the Edomites, that he brought the mighty ones of the people of Seir, set them up to be his mighty ones, and bowed down to them and burned incense to them. Therefore the displeasure of Jehovah burned against Amaziah, and he sent him a prophet who said to him, Why have you sought the mighty ones of the people, which did not deliver their own people from your hand? And it came to be, as he talked with him, that the sovereign said to him, Have we appointed you counselor to the sovereign? Stop. Why should they strike you? And the prophet stopped and said, I know that Elohim has counseled to destroy you, because you have done this and not listened to my counsel. And Amaziah, sovereign of Yehuda, took counsel and sent to Joash, son of Jehoahaz, son of Jehu, sovereign of Israel, saying, Come, let us look each other in the face. And Joash, sovereign of Israel, sent to Amaziah, sovereign of Yehuda, saying, The thistle that was in Lebanon sent to the cedar that was in Lebanon, saying, Give your daughter to my son as wife. And a wild beast that was in Lebanon passed by and trampled the thistle. You have said, See, I have stricken Edom, and your heart has lifted you up to boast. Now stay at home. Why should you stir up yourself to evil, that you should fall, you and Yehuda with you? But Amaziah did not listen, for it came from Elohim, in order to give them into the hand of their enemies, because they had sought the mighty ones of Edom. So Joash, sovereign of Israel, went out, and he and Amaziah, sovereign of Yehuda, faced each other, one another, at Beth Shemesh, which belongs to Yehuda. And Yehuda was smitten before Israel, and they each fled to his tent. And Joash, the sovereign of Israel, caught Amaziah, sovereign of Yehuda, son of Joash, the son of Jehoahaz, at Beth Shemesh, and brought him to Jerusalem, and broke down the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim to the corner gate, 400 cubits, and took all the gold and the silver, and all the utensils that were found in the house of Elohim with Obed-Edom, and the treasures of the sovereign's house, and hostages, and returned to Shomeron. And Amaziah, son of Joash, sovereign of Yehuda, lived 15 years after the death of Joash, son of Jehoahaz, sovereign of Israel. And the rest of the acts of Amaziah, from the first to the last, see, are they not written in the book of the sovereigns of Yehuda and Israel? And from the time that Amaziah turned away from following Yehovah, they made a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish, and they sent after him to Lachish and killed him there. And they brought him on horses and buried him with his fathers in the city of Yehuda.